So where is Dhoni bat?
I mean, he always said he liked finishing the innings, so he should finish the innings. Suddenly, because you're older, you can't change your batting order.
Oh, chairman is ruthless.
In May, he's referred to as the best wicketkeeper in the world and an indispensable asset to the team. In August, he's asked to pull up his socks to keep his position in the side.
We don't say that it's an automatic this thing, but we will see. We'll see the progress. You and we are all stakeholders. We all want Indian team to do well. If he's delivering, why not? If he's not, then we'll have to look at the alternative.
So is the selection committee in two minds about MS Dhoni's future? And if recent comments by MSK Prasad are anything to go by, it does seem like Dhoni has somewhat been put on a notice period.
Your point is Dhoni in or out. Okay, Ajit, we start with you. It's a legitimate question. It's a big question. Along with you, we of course Dhoni.
They've already picked him. I mean, I felt after the last World Cup they should have started looking at options. Virat Kohli's only taken the captaincy recently.
This year?
Yeah, which in my opinion should have happened after the last World Cup in 2015. MS Dhoni has as big a following as Tendulkar did when he played, and it's not an easy decision. He's 36 years old. I don't think people get better with age. I mean,
in politics you do. In politics you can.
And Federer. Unless you're
and Federer.
Yeah, well, I mean,
you're Swiss.
So it's a difficult question. I just I feel they're leaving it too late to make that decision. Another 6 months later, you won't be able to make that decision because no one else will be ready.
You really don't have options. I mean, you have to go with Dhoni for 2019 World Cup.
This is where I disagree. When you say you don't have options, when MS came and played, did you think he would do what he's done?
I think the selectors are more concerned about finding the right keeper from what they are seeing, whether it's in nets, whether it's in games in the India A setup, whether there is a 50-over keeper that they can move to.
Gaurav, if you want just the best keeper, then the answer is clear that Saha is the best keeper.
I'm not giving the argument that I want. I'm saying this is the way the selectors might possibly be thinking.
No, but they definitely want a batsman also, or they would have Saha in the ODI setup.
Now you've got, I think, 13 ODIs they're playing at home. There's a good chance to groom somebody who's not Dhoni. I mean, it could be Pant, it could be anybody else.
The whole debate comes from the fact that
Dhoni
he's no more a great finisher.
So, if one of the greatest utilizers...
Is he otherwise
which
not
is
performing?
Which is the role now that people like Kedar Jadhav and Hardik Pandya will have to fulfill.
That's right. If the last 5 occasions are anything to go by, Dhoni's finishing powers seem to be on the wane. And with Hardik Pandya and Kedar Jadhav turning out to be finishers in their own right, one wonders if MSD should be allowed to bat up the order. Gautam Gambhir clearly doesn't seem to think so.
MS Dhoni himself said that he doesn't want to bat, he wants to bat higher up the order. And I'm a complete believer in one thing, that individuals should not decide where he want to bat. It's the team management which needs to decide where they want the certain individual to bat. But if you feel that you can't finish off the games, you can't make a decision that okay, now I can't finish off the game, so I have to bat at number 4 or number 5. That should not be the case.
Let's go around the room quickly. Gaurav.
I would experiment with someone immediately for the one-day series against
Would you bring back Syed Kirmani?
Again, no.
No, okay.
I think nobody can replace him till 2019.
I would agree with Gaurav. I think he should.
You know what he said?
We should experiment with someone.
Would you like to draw? There is no value on my show. Ajit, if he does well in Sri Lanka, what happens next? He hits a couple of hundreds.
If he's doing well, then there's no debate. Otherwise,
and where do you bat him? That debate will also continue.
I won't bat Manish Pandey lower than MS Dhoni. I mean, I have 4 and 5 Pandey.
So where does Dhoni bat?
I mean, he always said he liked finishing the innings, so he should finish the innings. Suddenly, because you're older, you can't change your batting order.
Oh, chairman is ruthless. All right,
it makes the job of a younger guy who's coming in harder.
They have to experiment. If they don't, then they shouldn't talk about replacing him.
Yes.
And the man, the cynic.
I think Dhoni will be man of the series in the 2019 World Cup.
If he plays in the team, he's got to play 4 because enough of this, him finishing when he's not doing it.
So if he plays 4, Kedar Jadhav is 5.
Kedar Jadhav stays at the bottom and tries
Pandya,
to get it.
6.
Pandya with him and KL Rahul
Virat
opens.
3.
KL Rahul opens if he's fit and Shikhar Dhawan only for ICC tournaments.
Oh.
That's the World Cup.
In England.
Only
the
for
World Cup.
don't blame till then.
Rusbeh, last words, quickly.
No, I think they need to look at other options. You might go through a couple of series where a guy might struggle, but you at least know that there is something happening in the future. There are 3, 4, 5 options.
I've got what I wanted. This is good enough for me. The only topic stays on run order.